This I knew was a problem, so I started speaking out, and I publicly said, we have a medical issue, but we have a legal crisis. And I threw my attentions towards the legal crisis.
I am not from your world, of course, but I am actually a little bit surprised that you couldn't get more physicians that you worked with to at least acknowledge this is a really bad trend.
For me personally, it's heartbreaking, actually.
Well, it is heartbreaking and also scary, since we all need health care. What do you think the motive was?
I think there's multiple motives. I think the milieu in which doctors are practicing is as employees. So like other Americans, they follow their paycheck. I think, so I try not to be too harsh to doctors because most Americans didn't buck the system. But we're also trained in medical school to just kind of regurgitate and to follow and regurgitate. And I do think in looking back, we have self-selected in the medical training process for people who will comply. That is very scary stuff.
Yes.
Very scary.
And it's antithetical to the whole profession, right?
Very scary. There were things we didn't learn and we were told not to question or to learn, and you just moved on. And I think we selected for that.
How do you think the system selects for compliance?
Oh my goodness. I mean, you're rewarded for going along with the group. Very much follow the herd, very much so. Yeah, you're punished very heavily if you step out of line.
Was that true when you were in medical school?
It's gotten worse. I think I'm exactly the right age to have come to this moment because my father's a doctor and I saw medicine as a child. It was nothing like this. And even in medical school, it wasn't like this. And I would say in the last 20 years of full practice, it was moving inexorably to lockstep. We were given protocols. We were told we had to follow protocols when a patient came in. So for years I'd be fighting. A patient would come in with a fever, for example. I was under so much pressure to give every patient with a fever an antibiotic. Never mind if they were, outdoors and they, it was heat exhaustion, or never mind if they had an allergy like to something. If I didn't get an antibiotic into that person within an hour, I was reprimanded. So it became protocolized medicine. It became, just a checklist. And I was fighting that for a lot of years. And it was not like that when I started.
Well, that's scary.
Very scary.
Yeah, it is very scary.